Hey, good morning, everyone. It is a Saturday, and let's go jogging. Let's go. All right, made it to the park where I will be jogging today. And this is my second time here. I came 2 days ago, and I always drive past the entrance to this place, but I never knew what was on the other side. So ended up coming here. It was $2 to get in. But it's really nice. There's some jogging trails, bike trails. There's like horses over there. There's a lake. So I'm going to try to do a big loop. I think it's like 1.5 or 2 miles. So I'll probably just walk, jog that. But first, I wear this thing. It's like a little fanny pack, but I put my credit card in here, my car keys. I thought it'd be really stupid, but it actually comes in real handy. So let's do this. I don't really like to jog that much or run. If you watch my Instagram, I hate running, but I want to get into it because usually the things you hate the most are the things you need. So I'll go over how I'm ramping up my jogging and running. So hopefully I can do a 5K or something pretty soon. But I'll also talk about a little bit later when I get back to my apartment how the first time I ran in a long time, my lower leg was just destroyed. So I'll show you guys kind of the methodology when trying to start something and trying to progress. So let's go do some jogging, some jogging.
That is too late for us now. Why do we stay when I blame you for the things that weigh me down? 'Cause in the echo of your silence, I only hear what's best for me. Yeah, in the echo of your silence, I'm thinking more of her. She who wants to study your body, who gets the better version of you. I need the bitter truth. I need the better version of you. I need the better version of you. I need the better you.
So walk jogged a mile so far, about 12 minutes. Again, nothing crazy, just walk jog, just get the heart rate up, get a little sun, de-stress a little bit. But Orlando and Florida, just Florida in general, they have all these lakes. It's really nice there. I don't think they're natural, I think they're all man-made, but still pretty cool, still pretty nice. Except for that gallon water jug out there. It's really nice. It's good to get out. I think I was a little bit more careful with the whole COVID thing and still trying to distance myself from everyone at least a little bit more. But it's nice to actually get outside and do cardio in nature. And it's Florida, it's hot. So it's good, get a good sweat in the morning, feels good. But I'm going to finish up, I'm probably halfway around the loop. So I parked over on the other side. It's like this big oval, kind of like a big track. So I'm about halfway through, so this is definitely about 1.5 miles, like probably like 2 miles. So I'm gonna go jog around this way. There's like a pool and make my way up towards my car. And there's also a whole bunch of disc golf. I'm not really a big disc golf person, don't know much about it, but there's a whole bunch of courses. I think there's some league over there too, so it's kind of cool. Maybe I'll check that out for a little bit. But let's continue the jog. Should be around half a mile, 2 more, or half a mile to a mile more. All right, let's go. I finished up the run, about 2 miles, just over 2 miles, walk, jog. Just trying to enjoy the time out here and not trying to hit a specific time, just trying to get my heart rate up here and there. But I'm gonna go home. And also, if anyone has any tips on running, I used to date someone who was into running, and she used to do this thing where she would lean forward. I think it was some sort of method. You would lean forward, so it almost felt like you were falling forward. That way you never heel strike. And then also I read up that you're only supposed to, you're not supposed to bounce that much, so keep your arms kind of low and try not to bounce too much. So if you have any tips on how to run better, let me know down in the comments. But I'm gonna go home, make some breakfast, catch you guys there. Back to the apartment, took a shower, feeling good. And the first thing I did when I got back is I took some electrolytes try to replenish my body of everything I lost via my sweat. I've been working with a company called Ladder. Started with like LeBron James and Arnold Schwarzenegger, so I've been using their subs for the past about 2-3 months. Pretty much when I started my quarantine workout transformation. So I recommend this. I'll put link in the profile so you can pick some up. And then for food, I'm gonna do a little breakfast. I guess it's lunch now. I'm gonna do a little bit of oats, and then we'll do some. Where are the eggs at? We're gonna do some eggs. Fridge is so empty. It's a guy fridge. And then some eggs. So I'm gonna cook some stuff up. Maybe do 2 full eggs and then a couple egg whites. Maybe half a cup of oats or something, and then throw some peanut butter and maybe some protein powder in there too. So I will do that right now. Finished up the cooking, so ended up going with 2 full eggs with 2 egg whites, and then did some protein oats, half a cup of oats, packet of protein, and then about a tablespoon of peanut butter. It smells so good. It's like, remember those no-bake cookies? I used to make those in maybe elementary school, middle school, but it was essentially just oats, chocolate, and peanut butter, and then you freeze it. It smells exactly the same. It smells delicious. So I'm gonna eat this, and then let's go over a topic called capacity. And I don't think a lot of people understand the concept of capacity and how it deals with injuries, maybe when you're training, and why you're getting injured. So let's go over that, and I'll use my experience in the past couple of weeks of just getting back into running and how I'm managing that. So I'm gonna eat this, and then we'll talk about that. Finished up the meal, had the eggs. Eggs were good. Protein oats, not a huge fan of the protein oats. I've done it before in the past, a long time ago. Now I remember why I did it a long time ago and haven't done it since, because it doesn't taste the greatest and the consistency is, ugh. I'm gonna stick with shakes from now on. But when I was jogging this morning, I thought it'd be cool to talk about something called capacity in this video and use my jogging experience to relate it to the concept I'm going to talk about here. So capacity. And if you train at home and you're working out and you end up getting a hurt, if you have a good understanding of this concept, you'll be more aware of it in your own body, that you can adjust, your training program, and you also might not freak out as much if you do end up getting hurt. So capacity is pretty much how much can your body do before you get injured. That's the capacity. And I went jogging 3 weeks ago, and it was just a walk jog. I just did a mile around my neighborhood, and my knees started to hurt at about a mile. So I'm going to show you a little demo using these glasses and water to simulate capacity. So this glass is my current my capacity 3 weeks ago. Okay, that's how much my body can do, and the water is just my activity. So let's walk jog that mile. So I'm walk jogging. Let's add the water. That's about a quarter mile, half a mile. Feeling good. 3/4 of a mile. Still feeling good. 1 mile. Whoa! My knee hurts. And the reason why is my capacity for running 3 weeks ago was about a mile. So when I ran a mile, it got really close to the brim, and that told my body, hey, calm down. I'm going to make your knee hurt because your body's not ready for this. It's a warning sign. But I stopped before I could get injured further. I just had a little bit of discomfort and took some time off. But in the following weeks, the next 2 weeks, I just slowly ramped my program up. I just started walk jogging here and there, a couple of days a week, 3 days a week, never really exceeding a mile. And what ended up happening is when you work out and you train, your capacity gets bigger. It grows. So 3 weeks later, today, my capacity is a little bit larger now. So when I walk jog a mile, let's use today as an example and how my body was feeling. All right, today, quarter mile, feeling good. Half a mile, feeling awesome. 3/4 of a mile, pretty solid. And 1 mile, really good. And no pain in my knee. And the reason why is now my capacity is much larger because I did the training program. I worked out and did it properly the past couple weeks. So now my threshold is much higher. So now I have a little bit more of a buffer before I get hurt. But if I ran 3 miles today, I can guarantee I'll get a lot closer to the brim, and then my body will start telling me, whoa, calm down. And you know, that's what pain is. It's your body telling you you're not ready for something. So this applies to everything. It could apply to jogging. It could be applied to swimming or weightlifting. So even the same thing for bench press. Let's say you bench press 100 pounds and it feels really good, but 110 pounds, you hurt your shoulder. Your capacity was 110 pounds. So you just got to scale it back. And then after a couple months, a few weeks, maybe you do 110 again, and it's very easy. And that's a very, very simple way to explain capacity is whenever you get hurt, you're just exceeding what your body can do. And if you understand that, you can scale it back. And you probably realize things take a little bit longer than it is, a little bit longer to do stuff to properly train. So a lot of the people who just do workout classes and are just new to working out, they don't realize how long it actually takes for you to actually build, your body up and your capacity. People think it's like, a couple weeks, I'll be good. No, it takes weeks, months, years. People know that to really build up some capacity and do a lot of things you want to do without pain. So hopefully that helped. I thought the glass thing was a good way to explain it to you and good visual. But yeah, that's about it. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. I'll probably do some more longer videos too, especially since we're not really kind of locked down inside as much. Yeah, that's it. And if you like this video, make sure you like it, the thumbs up. Make sure you comment down below, let me know if you like this style, and then subscribe if you're not subscribed, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.